For enrichment, let's show that g of x equals h of x here. Now what is g of x? G of x is 9 times f of x, which is x squared. So we have g of x equals 9x squared. What is h of x? H of x, using function substitution, is related to f. It's something squared. And we pour in the input, and we replace x with 3x. So recall from the last example, this b value equals 3. So this means we're multiplying the x's by the reciprocal of b, which is 1/3, 3 times skinnier, which is equivalent to, using exponent laws, 3 squared is 9, and we have x squared. This a value equals 9, so it means this horizontal compression is equivalent to a vertical stretch by a factor of 9. So we can see that the result is 9x squared for h of x, and it's the same for g of x, so they're the same. Let's now find the x-intercepts of this parabola. We know that if we expand this out, we get 2x squared, etc. So it's definitely a parabola, and it's a happy face. But the question is, where are the x-intercepts? Where does the parabola cross the x-axis? And the answer is at y equals 0. The height is not above the water level. It's not underwater. It's right at sea level. So let's set y equals 0. Something times something is 0. So thus, x minus 2 equals 0. Adding 2 to both sides, we get x equals 2 as a possible x-intercept. This is also called a root. These are also called solutions. We're trying to solve for x, and we found one answer. Something times something is 0, so perhaps we can find another answer by setting 2x plus 1 equals 0. Let's subtract 1 from both sides, and then divide both sides by 2. We have x equals negative 1/2 as our other solution. Let's solve this quadratic, and this quadratic has only one solution. The word solve means to find the x-intercept, so we set y equals 0. And we're allowed to divide both sides by 2. 0 divided by 2 is still 0. If you have 0 cookies and you share with 2 friends, you have no cookies to share. So we divide by 2 to make everything a bit easier. So 2x squared becomes x squared, and we have the coefficients. So we have 6x plus 9. And the question is, can we factor? We have x minus 3 squared expands to be this trinomial. So how can this become 0? It becomes 0 when x equals 3. 3 minus 3 is 0. 0 squared is still 0. So we solved x. Let's solve the x-intercepts by setting y equals 0. We'll throw the negative 3x squared to the left, so we have positive 3x squared equals 12. We now divide both sides by 3. So x squared equals 12 divided by 3 is 4. Taking the square root of both sides, we have x equals plus minus the square root of 4 is 2. These are the x-intercepts.